Hello, everyone. It's Attorney Farakazi here again, coming to you live with some breaking news. And I don't know if you guys have been following the news or not, but President Biden issued an executive order yesterday that is being termed as an asylum ban for those who are crossing the border. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I think it's tremendously important for you to know all the details, to get an understanding of it from a lawyer's perspective, but also for you to be making informed decisions based on these type of new regulations and laws. And the reason why it's so tremendously important, and I'm going to tell you right now, is right now we're in an election year. You're going to see a lot of executive orders. You're going to see a lot of changes going on in immigration world because immigration is such a hot topic for this election. And it's such a polarizing topic between the Republicans and the Democrats. And as a result, there are a lot of changes that are potentially happening in immigration world, which is why you hear me every single day saying, please do not procrastinate. If you are thinking about fixing your papers, now is the time to do it. Do not wait until you're scrambling about trying to figure out what to do based on some new law. If you remember what happened during Trump's time, we had new laws coming out every week, essentially. And we were constantly scrambling with our clients, trying to find new solutions or trying to think creatively or trying to solve problems as they were coming and putting out fires as they were, erupting around us. Now we have a little bit of time. We're a little bit wiser. We know exactly what's coming. So that is the reason why my office in particular is offering so many solutions to you and offering so many promotions, discounts, and payment plans because I want to make sure that you are covered before the election year, before if there's going to be a new administration, before a new administration, and before there are new laws being enacted. So I'm coming to you right now. It's lunch break for most people here in Chicago, but remember that I also work all over the country. And this will also be replayed again, and I will probably be coming in live again at the end of the day because I just think that it's such a tremendously important topic, but also a tremendously important way for you to know what you should be doing, and a reminder for you that nothing is certain. And the only thing that could be certain is your legal status. So if you have your work permit, you get your travel permit, you get your legal residency, and eventually you get your citizenship, you have now secured not only your own safety, but also the safety of your entire family as well. And I cannot stress this enough in this election. So this video broadcast is going to be both in English and in Spanish. If you would like Spanish, stay tuned because I will repeat all of this again in Spanish so that you can understand it because like I said, I just think it's so tremendously important for you to know. So first of all, what just happened? An asylum ban is going into effect midnight on Wednesday. Okay. Barring any legal challenges that might block it. That means if nobody sues, which most likely will be happening. The new asylum ban allows authorities to quickly deport or send back to Mexico migrants who cross the US-Mexico border illegally without the chance to claim asylum. Now remember, the ability to claim asylum is actually a legal right. Claiming asylum is legal. And that is something that a lot of times when politicians are talking, they talk repeatedly about people who have come across the border illegally, and they lump asylum seekers in that category. An asylum seeker, somebody who has a legitimate claim, a legitimate fear of returning to their country because of violence or ostracization or persecution of some way that will directly impact their safety or their life or that of their families, that is a legal right. That is not the same as having an illegal entry. Okay. And that is something that I think is so tremendously important to clarify because a lot of times when you talk about politics, they just talk about illegal, legal, illegal. And nobody's actually thinking that, hey, actually asking for asylum is a legal right. Under this new asylum ban, however, that ability to ask for asylum is being strongly curtailed. It will take effect when migrant arrests surpass 2,500 each day for a week. So he's put kind of a cap on it. He's saying the first 2,500 migrants that come through and are caught at the border and they need to seek asylum will be able to do so. But beyond that, they will be denied the ability to do so. So it's haphazard and it's very difficult for anybody to ascertain if they're going to fall under that 2,500 limit or not, right? Will these measures close the border, however? No. The restrictions apply to migrants who are crossing between ports of entry, but access will not be blocked for people who seek an appointment to approach a legal port of entry through a government entity like a cell phone app that they have right now. Others who have applied from abroad to enter through various parole programs started by the Biden administration, for example, or temporary work visa holders will be allowed in. This includes, for example, many Ukrainians who are coming through the Mexico border. They're coming through a parole program, and so it will not affect them. Similarly, if there are other parole programs that are in place and people are coming through based on that, it won't affect them. Also, if you yourself have applied for humanitarian parole for a family member who's stuck in Mexico and they are granted that parole, again, they would be allowed to come in. So there are some exceptions. Also, if you're a temporary work visa holder, for example, like a TN visa, that again will not be affected. So the border itself is not really closed. It's just they're trying to curtail it. Now, do I agree with this? No, because I think again, I stand fundamentally with the premise that asylum is a legal right, and that for those people who have a legitimate asylum claim, there are already protocol in place where immigration officers can ask the appropriate questions to see if they pass the litmus test to go on to the next stage of being presented in court or to be able to fight their asylum case here in the United States. However, I also understand politics relatively well, and I know that because it's an election year, President Biden is trying to cater to the Republican vote and trying to appease those people that are going to come after him for quote unquote loose immigration regulations. The ban will also not apply to unaccompanied minors or to people who face serious medical or safety threats and victims of trafficking. Now, this part is tremendously important for me personally because I work so much with victims of trafficking. So when I read that, I thought, okay, this is a fantastic way for us to talk about a T visa, which we will be doing in the next couple of days as well. But also, I will address it a little bit here as well. Administration officials have said that this should solve a good portion of the problem because they have about 4,500 arrests every single day. And if you curtail it to 2,500, they should be able to send back the rest across the border. This is creating a problem for Mexico as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out diplomatically between the two countries. If you are already in the United States, you can still seek asylum, but remember that wait times are at a record high already, and I can only imagine that they will go even higher with this ban. So that means that this is a very good time for you to start exploring other options for immigration relief, like T and U visas. A T visa is for trafficking, which I'm going to talk to you in a little bit. These are options even if you have an asylum case pending. So even if you have an asylum case already in the court system, for example, and you're worried about that long processing time because it is tremendously long, and maybe you're even worried about whether you can even win this case or not, I would urge you to take the time right now to give our office a call at 630-504-0648 for a free, completely free case evaluation to see if you qualify for another form of immigration relief. Because if you qualify for a T or a U visa or VAWA, for example, your wait time is going to be significantly shorter. You're going to get your work permits much faster. You'll actually be able to travel, which unlike an asylum, you will not be able to do. And you will get your residency all within the span of maybe 3 years, and you would still have an asylum case pending and waiting for a result, and you would actually be able to get your legal papers a different way. And then you can actually close that asylum case in the meantime. So it's a wonderful way for you to get faster results and more secure results for you and your family. Okay. This election is going to be pivotal for immigration law. If you are still deciding whether to get your papers fixed, please take this as a reminder today. This ban that went into effect today Keep this as a reminder to yourself to stop procrastinating. You should be fixing your papers today. Do it now before more laws change and options become even more limited for you. It's tremendously important for you, for your safety. I mean, I know that I speak about this constantly, and I speak about it because this is my passion and my career, and my every day. This is what I think about and dream about it and do. But I also really, really see the results of this. I see real results happening to clients all the time. But I also see when clients procrastinate and then they aren't able to protect themselves and their families, and it breaks my heart. I do not want that same thing to happen to you. So if you have questions about this, or if you want more information, give our office a call at 630-504-0648. That is what I'm here for. We are here to answer your questions, any doubts that you have. If you have any concerns about starting your case, please just go ahead and do it. Do not delay anymore. If it's because of, for example, money that you're not able to start your case, we have so many promotions and discounts going on just to make it easier for you. We have payment plans as well. We offer a whole bunch of free materials. Our case evaluation is completely free as well. I literally can tell you that I am doing whatever I can to try to get as many people situated before there are more legal changes happening in this world. So for those of you who are on here, and I see a whole bunch of you on here, do you want me to translate this into Spanish now? I'm assuming yes, but you can tell me. Si quiere este video en español también, por favor escribe aquí, porque yo quiero traducir todo para usted ahorita. Ok, so, yo soy abogada de inmigración, mi nombre es Farah. Trabajo en Chicago, pero trabajo en todos los estados de este país. Trabajamos cada día, domingo y sábado también. Mi motivo para hablar con usted es que si usted quiere algún tiempo ahorita específico con una abogada, yo estoy aquí para contestar sus preguntas y sus dudas acerca de inmigración. Si tiene algunas preguntas personalmente, por favor, llámenos a 630-504-0648. Recibe una evaluación completamente gratis, ¿ok? Es una evaluación en que nosotros hablamos con usted personalmente para verificar que se puede ayudarle o no, ¿ok? So, ahorita nosotros tenemos una noticia última y yo quiero hablar sobre eso ahorita. Hay una nueva prohibición de asilo y permite que los oficiales en la frontera pueden deportar rápidamente y devolver a México a los migrantes que crucen ilegalmente la frontera entre este país. Y México sin la oportunidad de solicitar asilo, pero solo entrará en vigor cuando los arrestos de migrantes superen más de 2,500 por día durante una semana. Ok, so, ¿qué significa eso? ¿Cerrarán estas medidas de la frontera? No. Las restricciones se aplican a los migrantes que crucen entre los puertos de entrada, pero no se bloquearía el acceso de las personas que buscan una cita, por ejemplo, para alguna entrada legal o a través de una aplicación de teléfono móvil que usted tiene, o también otras que hayan solicitado desde el extranjero para ingresar a través de programas de libertad condicional, humanitarian parole, por la administración Biden, o de visas de trabajo temporales como TN Visa. ¿Ok? Eso no le afecta. También no le afecta las personas que se cruzan la frontera que son menores de edad o las personas que son víctimas de tráfico, que es tan importante para mí porque nosotros trabajamos con todas las víctimas de tráfico siempre. Ok. Si ya estás en este país ahorita, aún puedes solicitar asilo, pero debes saber que los tiempos de espera están en un récord histórico ahorita. So, por esa razón, este es un buen momento para comenzar a explorar otras opciones, como la visa T o visa U o VAWA, por ejemplo. Si usted tuve o tiene algún caso de asilo pendiente ahorita, También puede escoger otras opciones para exhalar su caso, para recibir sus papeles más rápidamente. No le importa que usted tiene un caso de asilo pendiente. Usted puede escoger otras opciones también. Y también pueden obtener resultados más rápidos debajo de este programa, porque con asilo ahorita el tiempo es demasiado largo. ¿Ok? Esta elección va a ser crucial para la ley de inmigración. En realidad, si aún estás decidiendo de si arreglar tus papeles, hazlo ahora antes de cambiar más leyes y las opciones se vuelvan limitadas para usted. Es tan importante para la seguridad y la protección de su familia y de sí mismo también para arreglar sus papeles ahorita, ¿ok? Haz hoy, si usted se puede. Y con eso, el primer paso es llámanos. Llámanos a 630-504-0648. Yo tengo tiempo para usted cada día, específico para contestar sus preguntas y sus dudas acerca de inmigración. Yo quiero algo para usted, yo quiero resultados para usted y yo quiero que su familia y usted recibe toda la protección y la seguridad que usted merece en este país y puede vivir una vida tranquilamente también. Si usted piensa que usted se puede calificar por otras opciones o tiene alguna duda o alguna pregunta sobre este programa ahorita, esta noticia última que nosotros compartimos ahorita, o si usted tiene algunas preguntas sobre su caso específico, llámanos por gratis, 630-504-0648. Estoy aquí cada día para ustedes. Mándeme un texto o llámame. Ok, si no tiene alguna pregunta más, hablamos otra vez. Hola Diana, ¿cómo está? ¿Usted tiene alguna pregunta específica para mí? Ok, puede describir, una persona se dice, hola Dylan, ¿cómo está? Que usted puede describir el proceso de la visa T. Sí, por supuesto. Si usted quiere esa descripción, yo puede explicar ahorita a usted, ¿ok? El proceso de la visa T es para personas que parece como víctimas de trato humano. Si usted cruza en la frontera, por ejemplo, y ahorita no puede pedir para asilo, porque nosotros tenemos este ban, ¿sí? De Biden. Por ejemplo, usted puede pedir para la visa T y puede decir a la frontera que usted es una víctima de tráfico. Si tuve problemas y sufrí maltratos en la frontera con los coyotes. Te obligaron a trabajar, te obligaron a cocinar, te obligaron a limpiar la casa, te obligaron a llevar algo, traer algo. Estaban muchos amenazados a usted. Usted está encerrado en una casa, en un cuarto, en un apartamento. Necesita que hacer algo o sufre algún abuso sexual, físico, emocional en alguna manera. Estos son ejemplos en que puede calificar debajo de la visa T y también puede pedir para entrada en el país, en la frontera, debajo de este programa. También, si usted está aquí en este país y tuve problemas y maltratos en su trabajo, en que su jefe o su patrón no te tratan bien, tiene muchos problemas con otros trabajadores, se sufre discriminación en alguna manera también, o no recibe todos sus pagos, se corta sus cheques, usted no puede descansar, tiene algunos problemas tóxicos en su relación, en su trabajo. Este también es una manera en que puede calificar debajo de la visa T. También, la tercera manera es si usted está en una relación romántica con una persona y él o ella no tiene papeles legales, pero usted necesita que apoyar todo, necesita que trabajar por todo, ella necesita todo su dinero. El hombre dice que usted necesita que limpiar o cocinar todo el día. Usted no tiene algún derecho, no puede escapar, no puede salir, no tiene amigos. Ellos se chequen sus textos siempre, muy celoso, algo cosa como eso. También hay una manera en que puede calificar debajo de la visa T por violencia doméstica, también por algún abuso en su relación. So, estas son tres maneras en que usted puede calificar por la visa T, pero hay otras también, ¿ok? So, si usted tiene alguna pregunta, llámanos 630-504-0648. Ahorita nosotros tenemos una evaluación completamente gratis y también me olvidé. Hoy es el cumpleaños de mi hijo y si usted quiere un descuento, usted puede llamar a mi oficina hoy, solamente hoy, para un descuento para el cumpleaños de mi hijo. ¿Ok? Puede decir a mis asistentes que usted quiere el descuento de cumpleaños de mi hijo. ¿Ok? Gracias por todo y muchísimas gracias por todo y bendiciones. Adiós.